Welcome. In today's video, I want to talk about self-publishing on Amazon KDP. And here we are talking about publishing pamphlets. Okay. Why you need to stop publishing pamphlets on Amazon KDP? Because what's drawn my attention to this was the complaints I used to get from self-publishers. Somebody came to my inbox many times and they were like they were not making sales, nothing is working for them. People said I'm making money on Amazon KDP, but when they did theirs, nothing was coming in. And I was like, can I see example of what you publish on the platform? And most times when I take a look at those books, so-called books, I discovered they were pamphlets. When I took a good look at them, they were all pamphlets. Listen, Amazon KDP is becoming more competitive from day to day. And if you must stand out, you must do something different. Pamphlets can be published maybe in 6 hours or even in 3 hours. Maybe a book of just something of 24 pages. And you feel like, okay, let me push it out there and go and get all the money from people that visit Amazon from US, UK, Canada, Australia, England, anywhere you can think about, Europe. It doesn't work that way any longer. Even if it worked before, it was in the past. Now people are not looking for pamphlets to buy. How can you just dish out something of 24 pages in this kind of economy and expect to have massive sales? It wouldn't work. So if you are still, pushing out pamphlets on Amazon KDP and you are saying your revenue is not going up because whenever you publish, people don't buy, it's time to stop. Yes, let's face the reality. It's time to stop and do what create quality books. See, listen, there's some things people that do this pamphlet don't understand. Number one is that it will, in fact, you waste your time there. You are creating something, but you're not getting it return. So it's time wasting because you put in energy to create something at the end, something of 24 pages, 25 pages, 30 pages. At the end, somebody is not buying. It's waste of energy. That's what I call pamphlets. Okay, any book that has less number of pages is pamphlet to me. So you waste your energy. Number two is the major complaint. You don't make sales because it's easy to create. So everybody can create it and flood Amazon system. All right, that's it. Another disadvantage is you don't make money. The third disadvantage of creating this kind of book is that you may experience book blocking from Amazon KDP because Amazon KDP themselves have now understood that come, we don't want much of these books again, but they will not come out and tell you. That's why sometimes you see a lot of people experience book blocking. It's not all book blockings that are caused by, will I say, creating of pamphlets, but majorly, if you take a look, most books that are being blocked in most times are usually pamphlets. Though we know that there are some situations whereby you even publish quality book and bot picks it and say that it doesn't like it. The next time you will see is that Amazon will send you message. We don't want anything that will cause disappointing customer experience because that's how they usually structure this kind of message. So when you do pamphlets, you may experience book blocking. So instead of wasting your energy, wasting your time, and facing the pains of book blocking because you're creating pamphlets on Amazon KDP, you do stop it. All right. Now, let me tell you the kind of books you may need to create. Okay, before I go into the kinds of book you need to publish, let me still say one other disadvantage of publishing pamphlets. Hmm? Poor development. Yes, poor development in the side of skill acquisition. When you create pamphlets because it's easy and something simple, you do it so fast, you submit to Amazon. Maybe they will approve it at the end and you feel like I have created book. Because these are something simple and easy to do, what everybody is doing, what everybody have known. All right. So it makes you not to develop yourself the more. And that's why I'm going now into the kind of book you have to create. The kind of book you have to create, number one, is the book that will allow you to develop yourself. Yes. Say for example, I want to make book that talks about dishes, cookbooks, whereby initially you may not know how to make these dishes. That's the truth. Even the professionals in that area learn, okay, by they learn when they were taught by people. So somebody can go and meet someone that make different kind of dishes and learn because of what you want to teach others. That's how I do my thing. Sometimes you see some topics I don't know, I research, I learn. I getting it. So when you create quality books, create books that will allow you to develop yourself the more. You learn new things, you do new things, people appreciate new things, and you grow. That's one thing about development. Okay, okay, let me give another example. You're talking about electricity repair. These are quality books. By the time you do all these things, repair in computer, repair in television sets, repair in smartphones, you are developing yourself, you are gaining knowledge. Any book that will make somebody to develop or give somebody valuable information that they are likely to learn from or that have been searching from is a development. Imagine teaching somebody how to write a book is development. So it will make you to learn more things you don't know. There's a book I'm writing currently, sorry. That book is a textbook. I have never known about these things, but the more I research about it, I discover more things about that area of interest. And as I'm discovering it and I'm applying it practically, I'm teaching the world. I'm learning more in that way. So create a book that will impact on people, all right, that will make people develop in any specific area. Are you getting it? And when you create that, you are now developing yourself. So we talk about quality books. Quality books is still in line with personal development, but quality books may be something you know. Take for example, if I'm a welder, all right, I use electrode to join two metals, and I have learned different types of joining of metals, welding. I talk about arc, I talk about the other type, I talk about inner gas and so many of them. Initially, I may be specialized in one, but because I want to write more, let's say elaborated books, elaborated book on that particular field, I may need to go for further training. So because I have primary knowledge on welding, I may need what to learn more about the other areas of welding to make my book to have weight. So that it will compose so that the audience, or let's say the target readers, will not just specialize in arc welding, but different other types of welding, including underwater. All right. If I don't go for physical training, I can learn from YouTube or any available test on the internet. All right. Because once you have primary knowledge on something, you can develop in others. Take for example, as a programmer, maybe I know how to use Python. I can do React. I can learn JavaScript and so many others. It's just time you need to take because but I already have a foundation on one, then I can develop on others. So another advantage of going away or coming out from writing pamphlets is that it will help you make more money on Amazon KDP, which is what most publishers come in to do. We come in to offer value and make money in return. So if you are still creating pamphlets and uploading on Amazon KDP, think about value you will offer. By the time you offer that value, you make more money in return. I've been on a boot for a month plus now. All right, it's more than a month. I know I could be able to write that book maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks and publish it, but I didn't do that because I want to have quality stuff so that once it gets attention of one person, he can be able to recommend it to other persons. I have a book that is still keeping me going right now. It's because it's of high quality. It's a book that contains many insight. And this has been on shelf since the year 2021 or 2022 or so. And it's still bringing me massive revenue. There's no month it doesn't do over $200, even irrespective of bad market season we're experiencing now. So think about that and you create your thing, okay? Offer value, all right? Write quality books and you will make money. If you find this content helpful, consider subscribing to this channel, okay? Here we cover a lot on technology, mainly, yes, mainly tech, to help you learn some things about software, how to complete some tasks on iPhone, Android, and computer. Okay? Self-publishing, we have talked that technology second, first, before self-publishing. We do YouTube education, okay? And that's all we cover on this channel. So if you want to learn more on this area, consider subscribing. You can watch this video here, it will teach you more on how to, things you need to know on Amazon KDP. Thank you. I'll see you some other time.